Welcome back, everybody, to the Plaid Couch Podcast. Today, I'm once again joined by
Matty Ice.
I'm Jaylene.
And I'm Tegan. So what do you guys want to talk about today? It's kind of a casual podcast today.
Yeah, we did a lot of filming yesterday, so today's sort of chill, and we don't have, not to dox us, but we don't have much prepared.
Yeah.
So, what's new with you guys since yesterday? The people don't know that we were together like all yesterday evening.
Huh?
So.
Last night
Oh wait,
I
shit! I'm so sorry. I actually forgot something. I'll keep this in. Just keep going.
I threw in fucking Jack's Pizza in the oven. It was like 11 o'clock at this point. I was starving, and I think I wolfed that down in less than 3 minutes. I ate a whole fucking thing. And
Matthew and I did come prepared. So the day this podcast comes out, we're filming early. It's actually Tegan's birthday. Happy birthday, Tegan.
Happy birthday, Tegan.
I'd clap, but my hands are full. So this is from your employees at Plaid Couch.
Thank you, guys.
We fooled him, that motherfucker.
Just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Wishing an awesome kid like you a birthday that's totally webtastic. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to our favorite CEO from your pals at Plaid Couch. Thank you guys very much.
And we got you a piñata that I definitely didn't last minute get at the dollar store.
Do I break it open?
You can just open the... Oh, you can do
Rip
that.
its legs. Yeah.
There's not a lot of room to fit stuff in there, so
Yeah.
it's not very full. What's inside?
Candy!
Oh, God, his leg fell off.
Oh, no, it's a catastrophe.
Huh?
Thank you both very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
welcome.
You're what, 50 now?
Feels like it.
Tegan actually texted me last night at like, what was it, like 1:30 in the morning?
It was right around 1 o'clock because that's when I finished editing something. And I went, I'm getting too old for these late night edits.
The sad thing is my dumbass was still up photoshopping shit for the next podcast. I was like, dude, same.
And then I woke up. I told them I woke up with a huge headache. I was just like staring at a screen for too long.
Yeah, yesterday was definitely, we got a lot done.
Yeah.
But it was tiresome.
It was.
It's always a good filming day when we have all four of us, though.
Yes,
Like, it was
it
a
is.
filming day that we had Burgai, and some days you love it and hate having Burgai here, because it definitely slows the process down, because one, you're trying to catch up because we don't see him that often. 2 is getting him off TikTok.
Yeah.
And 3 is just like, he just is always bullshitting. Like, even if the cameras are off, he's always got something to say, or he's going on about something. And it's like, will you just shut the hell up so we can get out of here? Please.
You guys want another steamboat fact?
Shout out last podcast episode.
But I will say, I've started. If I know it's going to be all 4 of us or just the 3 of us, I've been working on sending out film schedules now just to kind of give us an idea to prep on what we're working on today. You and I definitely have been trying to schedule things out.
Yeah.
Which that schedule is constantly changing.
It's nice to have at least some sort of
an
guideline.
idea. Yeah. I mean, even today, we filmed so much stuff yesterday. I was like, we don't need to film as much stuff today.
Yeah. Like, in like the grand scheme of things, like, sure, it'd be nice if we could do a heavy day of filming today, but I don't think any of us have it have it in us.
No, especially yesterday.
Yeah.
We filmed for probably close to 5 hours.
I think it was 10:30 when I left here.
Yeah, so 4.5 hours roughly.
It was a lot of mental strain to not only...
Are those spoilers? Do I have to
yes.
believe those?
What?
Yeah, those come out towards the end of
shit.
the month. Mark Ruffalo over here.
I'm getting tired of bleeping shit.
It's him.
Like, I'm glad. Earlier, it was good practice when I had to bleep stuff out of the podcast. Now I'm just sick of doing it. Stop that shit. Except for last time, it was me and you. The last time I had to bleep something.
Yeah,
Me, because I let something out, and then you're like, oh, make sure you bleep, and then you said it, and I was like, you little shit.
Fuck you
did that on
guys.
purpose.
I'm making sure my Padawans are getting the necessary practice.
Yeah, thanks. I've got all the practice I need on bleeping stuff out. Can we please stop making me do that?
Well, it's like for the Mario Party on Wario's Battle Canyon, Burry Guy said something that I had to bleep, and instead of putting a sound, I just deleted the audio there. I went, that's his noise.
The podcast, 2 podcasts ago, episode 9, there's one where I thought I was between whether I wanted to just cut that clip out completely or I just put a gargling sound over you talking. Because it was long enough to where it was like, it was awkward to just have like our normal, like I normally do the cash register beat. Yeah. So it's just some guy gargling.
Well, Matthew's the cash register. I'm the
I use the cash register for everybody. I think it sounds best.
I want my own bleep noise, damn it.
All right, well, you can edit, and then you can put whatever bleeps you want in there.
He's got to buy new tires, though.
Yeah, I got to buy new tires first.
I just think I think the duck and the meow are too distracting, personally.
Quack.
We can have this discussion off camera, but I think the cash register works best. But,
Ching.
Yeah.
It's because Matthew's all about the money. Jaylene's a cat lady.
I thought you were going to say something a little bit vulgar about me. I'm glad you did.
I thought about it, but... And, dude, Mighty Ducks.
Mighty Ducks.
Because you look like Donald Duck.
I'm Donald Ducking right now.
I think we can see your legs in the frame. Normally we can.
Jaylene, blur out my legs.
Yeah, blur.
I'm just going to put Donald Duck legs on you. I'm getting good at Photoshop, guys. Watch out. I'm not even getting good at it. I just know how to use it now, I think.
But hey, that beats just a few weeks ago where...
What was it, 2 weeks ago? Tegan and I were both working on Plaid couch stuff, and I don't know if you texted me or sent me a Discord message, but he was like, do you have time for a quick Discord call? I called him on Discord right away, and he was asking me, like, you had scheduling questions or something. And right away, I'm like, I fucking hate Photoshop. And I just right away out the gate was just bitching about it. Poor Tegan was probably like, this is not what I signed up for.
You just woke up. Ugh.
No, it was pretty late in the afternoon, if I remember.
It was like maybe 11, 12.
Okay.
Yeah. But I get so angry. I have a hard time. I bitch about it all the time on here, but...
And I've said this before. You do things in our Photoshop software that I don't even know how you do it.
I don't know either, really.
But the first time you and I had a Photoshop conversation, you showed me how you took the pictures and got them onto there. I was like, Jaylene, you just gotta drag it over there.
Just drag them onto the software.
She was like saving it in one spot, uploading it someplace else, exporting.
A lot of, like, copy and pasting. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I was like, I don't know. I did I think 2 thumbnails doing it that way. And I was like, well, it worked.
And I went, there you go.
Yeah. So.
And she's like, what the fuck?
She's like, wait, what'd you do there?
Yeah.
Nice and slow now.
What's like average, like me, you were talking to me something on Discord. What would you say, like, is a classic, like, one-liner that comes out of my mouth?
Usually, my Discord's not working.
Oh, yeah. So it would be like, share your screen. It's like, hold on, I'm not. And then I have to remember how to work Discord.
It seems like every time we have a big Discord get-together, her fucking Wi-Fi doesn't work.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Wi-Fi doesn't work, or she's like, is my mic working now?
My headset, I swear to God, will, like, disconnect and reconnect itself all the time, like, in between uses. And, like, it sets itself up 2 different ways, because it will set itself up, like, with the hands-free option, and then there's also the option where it will, like, hook up my mic from my headset and my headset separately, which I prefer. I don't know how to revert it back to that, and I'm so annoyed. And Burguy keeps telling me, like, you can't do that. I was like, I'm telling you, that's how my shit was set up before, and then my computer updated, and now it will only do the hands-free option. I hate the hands-free option, because now when I listen to Spotify while on Discord, it's echoey. And everybody thinks I'm crazy.
I don't.
Thank you. I needed that. I'm not crazy. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's like, oh my God, like, I liked how it was before.
Look up a WikiHow.
I've tried. I have tried everything. Trust me. That stuff just does not come easy to me. Like, I really am just a boomer when it comes to using technology, especially computers. Well, it's really bad.
Discord is one of those things where I don't hop on it too often, but whenever we share a screen, I'm like, where is it? And then I remember I have to click somewhere.
You did that last time, and you're like, I said something. We were going over the schedule, the filming schedule, and I'm like, can you send that to me? And you're like, yeah. And he goes, well, I'll also share my screen. And then you start going over it. I'm like, I can't see it. And he goes, open it up. I'm sharing my screen. I'm like, Tegan, you're not sharing your screen. And then 2 seconds later, like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, you got to click, and it shows who's all in the call and all that stuff.
I'm like, don't gaslight me. I'm already having a hard enough time using Discord.
You guys use the desktop version of Discord, don't you?
Yeah.
I go back and forth.
The mobile one is pretty easy to use.
Yeah, but whenever you're on Discord with us, there's a 50-50 chance you sound like a robot.
Is it?
No,
Yeah.
I think it's worse when he uses his headset.
Yeah.
You have that one headset, or I don't know if you've, like, changed it out, but you had that one where you would sound robotic.
Yeah.
This was, like, maybe a few years ago.
Oh, I probably, yeah.
You had one, and then you would be like, Matthew.
Yeah, I had a real cheap one, and then I bought a licensed PlayStation one.
Because I haven't noticed it in a while where his audio's been bad.
Yeah, but there was a few times where it was just like, I'd get half of what you said, and the rest was just a robot.
Yeah. The AI is taking over. It's starting with Matthew.
Hey, we know I'd survive that, though.
Yeah.
I'm going to private that video.
Fuck you and that game, dude.
I'm going to private that video.
The stuff it came up with, you just have to tell the AI that I'm living, and it'll let you live.
No, I think you would just have to be Tegan and then tell it that you're going to live.
I don't fucking think so. The AI is...
Matthew saying that one, he was probably the one who lived the second most out of the...
Yeah,
the
Mariah
group.
and I were getting killed off left and right by the AI. It did not like us.
You're jumping out of a plane.
I think the AI has something against Vikings, is what it is.
Huh?
It did not like our Viking ancestors.
Oh, that's a movie. Vikings against AI.
Dude, get Burguy and I in that ASAP.
The sequel to Cowboys vs. Aliens.
I watched that movie in theaters.
Why give that movie money?
Hey, dude, it was cowboys and aliens.
And Harrison Ford and Daniel Craig.
They had the cool wrist things too, and they're gunslingers. So that was a neat duality.
We're going to watch that on the Plaid Couch Movie Club.
We should.
Hey.
If we keep bringing it up on the podcast, we'll have to make PCMC happen.
Another one is Dark Tower. You remember that movie at all?
Yeah, the Stephen King adaptation.
And that was one of the first movies when I was telling my parents, like, oh, we got to go see this. So when I started figuring out what good movies were. And
It's not a good movie.
Well,
it's not a good movie.
Well, I started figuring out movies. And I'm like, oh, we got to go see this. And they all enjoyed it. I thought it was... Actually, I don't remember much from it, to be honest.
Do you guys remember that movie, it's like Cats and Dogs?
Yeah. Tobey Maguire's the voice of the main dog.
Shut the fuck up. No way. I never knew that.
Google it.
That was one that was one of the first DVDs I remember owning as a kid.
VHS.
It probably was VHS. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first DVD because
you're old.
Not just well, my parents definitely aren't the most technology advanced, especially when we
savvy.
Yeah, tech savvy, especially when we were a lot younger. Like we had a VHS tape for a long time. The first DVD I remember us getting though was Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Fuck yeah, dude. Not even the first one.
No, we had that on VHS.
Yeah, we had those on VHS too.
But yeah, the plastic container VHS.
Yeah, you open it.
Y'all remember the Nickelodeon VHS tapes?
Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Sesame Street ones were green. We had a few green Sesame Street ones. We had one when we had this one VHS of Sesame Street when I was a kid. And I don't even remember like what episode everything was, but one of the characters would like sing a song or something and then like hit his nose, and he had like a big bouncy nose. Poor guy would watch that as a kid and fucking like ram himself in the face doing that. My aunt and my mom would be like, all right. And it wasn't like he just did it once and then like realized, oh, that hurt. Like he would just sit and like hit himself in the face like hard.
Since a lot of music media, like records, have like come back.
Oh, we talked about this a couple podcasts
and all
ago.
That.
Yeah.
Do you think VHS tapes will ever have like a come back like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I don't think it in terms of people actually owning a VHS player, but I think just the collection of it. To be like, oh, look at my VHS collection, and they got those real old.
I think VHS tapes are coming back before DVDs make a comeback. I think, just because the collector aspect of it.
Yeah.
They're more cool. The kids are going to gravitate that because they're older and more vintage.
Just be kind and rewind.
Be kind and rewind. That's right.
Because I hate when, like, the old people complain that, like, oh, these young kids and their vinyl records. It's like, that's awesome that kids want to, like, collect vinyl.
Yeah.
Like, shout out. Yeah. People get, like, their panties in a bunch over the dumbest shit. It's like, who cares? Just let people, like, have a good time.
Yeah.
Like, if Blu-rays made a comeback tomorrow, I wouldn't be like, these damn kids and their Blu-rays.
Well, I mean, Blu-rays are still, but
they're not like they were.
Most people just stream stuff now, so.
I can't tell you. I went to go watch Jurassic Park the other day because I just recently read the book Jurassic Park for the first time. And I own all 3 Jurassic Park movies and Jurassic World on Blu-ray. And I went to go watch Jurassic Park because I don't know where it streams. And I was like, fuck it, I've got it on DVD. No, it doesn't.
Oh.
Because I have Paramount Plus. And, yeah.
I was just throwing it out there.
If so, it's hidden because I couldn't find it. But I was like, I'll just put the DVD in. And I have all my DVDs on my entertainment stand, and I went to go put it in. It's like, I don't own a fucking DVD player. I just assumed that I did. I have no way to watch DVDs.
My PlayStation 4 has basically become my DVD player.
Oh, wait, I have an Xbox One.
Yeah.
That would work. I think it plays Blu-ray, too.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't I think about that?
Yeah, there you go.
I'm telling you, I'm just not.
All I need is my
person.
PS5 because I can watch.
I straight up
DVDs
thought you said DSi, and I was like, huh?
No,
and
PS5.
I realized what you said. But
No, I've moved some stuff around in my house, so my PlayStation 4 is in one area and my PS5 is in another area, because I'm starting to move my house around. Like,
he's picking it up and moving it.
Yep.
He doesn't like this plot of land. He's gonna go find another one.
I'm trying to get in the mindset of I won't always be the only person living here, so I'm like,
hopeful thinking. I'm kidding.
Damn.
I'm kidding.
fingers crossed.
Damn.
Caitlin Clark, please.
Dude, shout out. Welcome on the show anytime.
I don't think she'll want to be on.
You'll just freak her out too much. Caitlin, if you come on the show, we'll make sure Tegan's not here that day.
Yeah. I'm
Who are
busy
you?
that day.
There, that'll get her.
Yeah, we don't know who you are,
Who?
Caitlin.
But the area I keep Gizmo in, like in the night, as much as I wish he would just sleep in my room with me, he's not. He does not like that. He has his own little area that I use as my gaming den. I have my PS5 in there and all that. And then I moved like the Switch to my living room and my PS4 to my living room because I was like, the Switch is more of a casual. I don't play it too often. I think Plaid Couch uses it more than I do.
I think the Switch is out here like every time we come out to film, it seems like.
Yeah, but I was like, that's one that's fun, you know.
That's good to have out for when you've got people coming over. Like, you could always just switch on, like, Smash.
And I have the Animal Crossing one, so it's a nice little
Yeah, I was going to comment
piece.
on that specific part. The Animal Crossing one, I love it.
Yeah.
Did that come with Animal Crossing, the game,
No.
or did you have to buy that?
I,
Are you serious?
I don't own Animal Crossing.
Was it like, now, I'm sorry, I'm derailing your story. Was it the same price point as like a regular
Yeah.
Switch? Okay.
Yeah.
It's like, it would have been shitty to pay extra for that just to get the...
That was the only Switch available in the Walmart.
I remember
in
because
town.
my grandma ended up getting that Switch. It was the
Yeah.
only one she could get.
It's a nice little talk piece, and it just looks cute.
Yeah, and it didn't look that great next to my Xbox.
Oh.
Nothing looks good next to my Xbox.
That's an eyesore for sure.
But I'll get back to the Xbox. But yeah, I've just kind of been thinking what each room will be like. I told you guys yesterday, I'll probably eventually move my home office out to Plaid Couch Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Not looking forward to that because that desk is
Well, I mean, we'll help you
sturdy.
out.
It's a
We'll
sturdy
help you
desk.
Do you have an L-shaped desk?
Mm-hmm.
Is it even going to fit through your doorway?
Yeah, I've moved it in and out of that
Ah.
house. It's not fun though.
Yeah. Did you hear about like when I got my L-shaped desk? And my house is pretty small. It's a good enough size for just me. But I finally upgraded desk very early this year, and I got a nice big L-shaped desk. And I was like, I'll put it together in the living room because the living room's the biggest room in my house. And I put the thing together, and it doesn't fit in the doorway to my office. So I had to, right after putting it together, I had to take it apart to then move it into the office and then put it back together.
I would have been pissed.
But to be fair, I know how to build a desk now, but there were a lot of curse words coming out of my mouth that day. Well, see, like more than usual.
Whenever I get like IKEA furniture or something like that, I'll be looking at the instructions. I'm like, I think this is the right way to go. And then I get about 8 steps further and find out I put that one piece on the wrong way. So I'm like,
that's me.
Gotta disassemble it. Because both sides will look very similar. And it's just like, the holes are over here or over here.
We didn't need that mouse.
Yeah. They're just like.
I got a micro mouse if you need it.
On 2 different sides. And it's like, I think this is the side. And then you get all built and it's like shifted over. And you're like, yeah, I put them in the wrong ones.
I've got a fire pit that I built. It's like a little cage that's on wheels. Dude, it took me. I got it all built, and then I realized the lid wasn't fitting on right because the cages were supposed to go like on the inside of the dome instead of the outside. But I'm reading the instructions like 3 times. It does not tell you that at all. And I was looking at the reviews, and tons of people had the same shit. Like, it's bullshit that the instructions didn't tell us this. So I forced that thing to fit to where it needed to, and it's just.
I have a volleyball net, and the instructions on how to put it together were incorrect. Because I put the poles together. I had a housewarming party last summer, and I put the poles together and then had them ready to go. So then when, like, everybody came over, because I'm not about to, like, hang up a whole ass volleyball net by myself in my yard. But I didn't want to just, like, have it not ready to go. So I think you and Burguy were putting it together for me in the yard. And Burguy was like, how the fuck did you put these poles together? Because he had the instructions I was looking at. I'm like, I'm telling you, those instructions, like, are so stupid. Like, trust me, they're how they need to be. I, like, triple checked. So then he's taking the poles, like, taking them apart, and he's, like, getting all pissy. And he's like, I don't think these instructions are right. And I'm like, what did I just tell you? What do you think I spent all last night doing? But, yeah, the instructions on how to put up my volleyball net straight up just aren't correct. I don't know why, if they, like, mix it up, like, in the factory, like, they were making another kind of volleyball net right next door and just swap the instructions. But they straight up just do not work for my volleyball net.
That fireplace heater I have in my house, there was just one step not in there. Like, there was a screw hidden back there that you would have to take out to get the fireplace in there and put it back in. And I was trying to set it all up. I was like, I got so fed up with the instructions, I tried finding a YouTube video. The official company had a YouTube video on how to put it together. They skipped the first, like, 10 steps and were just like, here's this. I went, you gotta be.
That's fucked up.
Oh, I was pissed off.
Did you go, like, angry dad mode?
I stopped for the night. I was like, I'm working on
Tegan's
something
like
else.
Throwing tools and instruction pamphlets.
Throwing down my Allen wrench. Just.
That was how it was with the fucking fire pit. Because it was like 1 or 2 in the morning. I'm like, I'm not going to sleep until I figure this shit out. And I finally got it together. I was like, fuck that shit. And I threw it outside.
How big is your guys' collection of Allen wrenches? Because I have so many.
I probably have 20.
Yeah.
Ranging in size.
Yeah. So.
And then I probably have about half those, maybe a little less than half, that are the same exact size because it's the same one all those furniture companies send you.
Yeah, it's like, oh, another Allen wrench.
Probably the 6 millimeter.
It's going to be like the arrowheads of like our generation. People are going to be finding those in thousands of years. Oh, look, Mom, this? I found an Allen wrench.
Oh, wow. Back in my day.
Back the ancestors used to use those putting together their IKEA furniture.
Whoa. I what? IKEA. Oh.
Cameras aren't going to make noise in the future. They don't make noise now.
You guys... Okay, so that just reminded me of something.
No, God, let's completely change the subject from that.
What did it remind you of, Maddie?
There's a pedal for the guitars and stuff. It's an anime brand
guitar
pedal. So you hook your guitar up to it, and everything you push, it's like a moan. So you can you can change the volume and the bass of the moan and warp it and everything. I was watching a video of it. It was just cracking me up.
Remind me to never go to Matthew's house when he's playing guitar.
I mean, I don't have it, but it just cracked me. Yeah.
It's on the way. He ordered it.
How much was it?
It was a lot.
That's why I can't afford a PC for Plaid Couch.
I got too much in the anime guitar mixer.
Oh my gosh.
Look out for Matthew's album when it comes out.
We'll put it on the Plaid Couch Spotify.
Ahigo and I.
Matty Mudo.
Oh, man. But going back to my Xbox, it used to be Burguy and I's Xbox because we split it pretty much half and half because we bought it from a friend. We bought the Xbox and several games, and then the games pretty much cost the same as the Xbox. So one of us bought the games, one of us bought the Xbox. Almost immediately, it was having issues. So I would have to stick an Allen wrench in there to open up the disc tray. And then it just got to the point where it was starting to have trouble. So I ripped the cover off of it, taped the power button to it so we could still hit the power button if our controllers didn't sync up properly.
It's so bad.
And we would still have to... We had an Allen wrench right next to the Xbox. That was...
The Xbox Allen wrench.
Yes, because you would just stick that in there. But then that stopped working, and now we just have to hit it open.
I think it's an improvement, honestly.
And it's not just like a...
No, you gotta...
Yeah.
You gotta...
Show who's boss.
Yeah. You gotta make it do what it's supposed to.
But almost immediately, I can't remember the last time... Matthew, I don't know if you've ever, heard the Xbox when it's running.
Nope. It's scary. And that was back in your college days.
Yeah.
When, probably the last time I heard it run.
I'm scared to fire up my PS4 because I remember how loud that fucker was, but it's been so old.
I don't leave my Xbox One plugged in because I won't even have the thing turned on. I'll have it plugged into the wall and it makes this obnoxious loud humming sound. And it scares me. And it's it won't even, the thing won't even be on. I don't know if it's my adapter or what. I bought it off Burguy, so I don't know if he cursed it or it scares me though.
Jaylene, if I remember, I'll send you a video of my Xbox and the noise it makes.
I was going to ask you for a picture, but yeah, we'll put a video in here. Yeah, I always forget that I own an Xbox.
Yeah.
I had it for a brief moment. I played, what game was that you and Burguy had a kick of for a while? This was a few years ago. It was some shooter that I was really bad at. Was it one of the Call of Duties? Or Warzone. It was Warzone.
Oh.
Yeah. We played that for a minute. I was not good at it.
Damn, you played Warzone?
Barely. And then...
I have issues with that even now.
And then before I got my new PC, I was running The Sims 4 on there just to get my fix. Mm-hmm. I hate console. I hate The Sims on console, but it got my urges out before I got my PC.
I'm usually not one who's PC or console's better, but The Sims is just so much better suited for
which is crazy,
mouse and keyboard.
Which is crazy because I didn't start playing Sims on PC until The Sims 4. I grew up on console Sims because we didn't have a nice gaming PC. I did for a short period of time. I talked about it. I ruined my mom's laptop trying to do that. But we had The Sims 2 Bustin' Out and then The Sims 2 Pets on GameCube, and I'm not kidding. I played those games to death. I'm surprised the disc didn't end up turning black. I played them so much. And then when we got our PS3, we got The Sims 3 for it, and that's when I really fell in love with The Sims. I would play that nonstop. You could not get me away from the fucking PS3. And I remember our PS3 broke.
Aww.
And I think I was more in shambles than my brother was because I was how the fuck am I going to play The Sims? And my grandma ended up, God love my grandma, I don't know where she gets the stuff, but she got a half price, refurbished, PS3 for us. And oh my God, she saved my life. And then that PS3 took a shit. And then I didn't play The Sims 4 or The Sims again until The Sims 4 came out. And Burguy got his first gaming PC. And he was living at home at the time. And I'm I'll pay for it. Just let me use it. And I remember it was during the summer, and I was still in high school, and he was it was the summer before he started college, so he was still living at home, but he had a part-time job. And I would get up early, so I would be up before him, so I had time to get, like, my Sims 4 hours in. Like, I'm not kidding. I'd set an alarm for, like, 7 o'clock in the summer, so I'd have time to play The Sims 4. Because it was his PC. He'd get up at, like, noon, and, like, he'd want to play Overwatch all day. Yeah. Like, that's fine. You bought it. You get to. But I needed my Sims 4 time. Like, I'm not kidding. I was addicted to that game.
That was me with Wizard 101.
Yeah.
Every laptop that I had, it's got Wizard 101 on it.
But luckily, I'm not addicted.
Even the current one that can't run Lethal Company for whatever reason.
It still runs Wizard 101.
It still runs Wizard 101.
I'm definitely not addicted to The Sims anymore. Thank God.
I can't talk about Lethal Company. We talk about that.
We talk about it too much. We need to do a Lethal video.
We do. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
But you need a good setup.
I know.
Could we run Lethal on the company laptop?
I can try.
Is that one that we could film over Discord? We would all probably have to record our own stuff.
Yeah, we would have to record on OBS and then...
That'd be a fun one to do with Q, too.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, figure out all those mods and stuff. Maybe get Thane on.
That would be sick.
Have 6 players.
I'm saving up, so I'll definitely get one.
Burguy would be ship mom.
Yeah.
If I'm getting a laptop, it's gonna be a good one.
Yeah. So we'll see if we can get you set up on the company one.
Yeah.
Look at me just renting out the company laptop that I didn't pay for.
That's what I bought it for. I was hoping that it'd be a dual editing one. It works for editing, but it forces a switch out on accounts. So,
Gotcha.
So unless you bought the editing software, which you'll probably want to do eventually. Once you get your own setup.
It's not bad. It's just a yearly thing.
It's $50.
$50?
Yeah.
Like 55 after tax, I think, is what I paid.
Gotcha.
So.
But yeah, I'll test that tonight after we're done recording, and if it works, I'll send 5 exclamation points in the Plaid Couch group chat.
You can't just say, "Hey, it runs Lethal."
No.
Oh shit.
We gotta keep it cryptic.
What does 4 exclamation points in the Plaid Couch group chat mean?
It doesn't work. I'm pissed off.
And 3? What's 3 mean?
You don't want.
Oh.
You don't even.
So like
know.
the less is the worst.
Yeah.
If you put in like 20 exclamation points, it's like Tegan's having a good day.
No.
After 5.
That
means Tegan got laid.
That's why we've never seen that many. Okay.
Yeah. I'm a Virgo for a reason.
He's holding out for Caitlin Clark.
That's just creepy, Jaylene.
Oh, because we've never said anything to like weird her out. Imagine if we popped off for like creeping out Caitlin Clark. Like that's what we got famous for. It's like, look at this guy who's like simping over Caitlin Clark.
I'm sorry, Caitlin. It's a joke.
Welcome on the show anytime.
Yeah.
I think we should have her and Katie Dalecki on the show.
Yeah.
That would be sick. I'm sorry. The Olympics just happened recently, and like she's my hero. I want to be her.
Matthew, who do you want to invite on?
Female athlete.
Yeah, female athlete.
I know.
He can't even think of one. You sexist pig.
No, I want the Turkish shooter. I want the Turkish shooter. You guys see that fucking pose?
Yeah.
Hand in his pocket.
I don't know if I want him on here because I'll just be like,
Dude, no, he's chill. He like, have you seen the pictures of like him and his cat?
Yeah.
Like just chilling.
Well, he's been in the Olympics multiple times before.
Yeah.
But he only got recognized, this one.
I loved it. Was it North Korea or South Korea where like the one who won the gold, she was decked
probably
out.
South Korea. I don't think North Korea participates.
That would make sense, yeah. She was like iced out and like looked so cool.
Wasn't it like all these different scopes?
Yeah. And then this guy hand in his pocket. Someone like made like a comic of those two, like it wasn't a full comic book, but like it was like those two against each other, like doing a shootout. It was so sick. I'll see if I can find it, but oh my god.
No, that is definitely the two differences in like people's mindset. Like, oh, just keep it simple, and then technology is the way to go.
They were both sick as fuck though. Like I would love to like hang out with both of them.
It's the all or none.
I want my fucking dog back. Like hell yeah, dude.
He's seen John Wick a few too many times.
Yeah, get him. Get Kay Delecky and Caitlin Clark and the Turkish John Wick on.
That's his name. And then we'll get Dak for Burguy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be one of those where they're sitting in our spots just...
Yeah. That would be...
We're not even on that podcast.
That would be better than any podcast that we came out with, probably.
Yeah.
It would.
Yeah.
It would.
But could you imagine if like we somehow got Dak to be on the show and we didn't tell Burguy and Burguy just walks in and Dak's just sitting in his spot?
I think he would have a heart attack.
I think he would cry, actually.
Yeah.
Like, I think Burguy would cry tears of happiness.
Yeah. Because I remember... God, this was after he and Chloe moved in together, and Chloe said she wanted to throw a surprise party for Burguy's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
And we all drove up there.
Because what she did is she said that she was having a birthday party with like her family to come over to their house. So like he knew they were having a party, but he was expecting like her family to all show up.
Yeah, and then sure enough, I walk in and he kind of looks surprised, and then it's just a conga line of...
We all walk in like single file.
And he was ready to cry.
Yeah. Because at first he like just looks confused.
Yeah.
And then when he saw all of us walk in, and I think his exact words were like, "You guys aren't the right people."
When did this happen?
His birthday like 3 years ago?
Yeah.
His surprise birthday? You were there.
I figured I was, but I can't remember.
We've got pictures. I'll put that video in. Because at one point...
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, at one point,
somebody's
like, "Are you going to cry?" And he goes, "I would never cry." But then he's sitting there, he goes, "Oh my God, you guys."
Yeah, that was one of those moments where it's like, Burguy does have feelings.
Yeah.
He does.
And it's so funny because it's like, we don't, like, we're what? Like a little over an hour away from them. So it's not like we're across the country, but it's far enough away where it's like we don't see Burguy as often as we used to. So it was just a sweet moment to be like, "Oh my God, he still cares."
Of course he does.
So, yeah.
We're the fucking best.
Shout out, Burguy. Let's get Dak on the podcast for him.
Yeah. I'll DM Dak.
Yeah. I follow Dak on Instagram. I'll shoot him a DM.
I'll also DM Dak.
Who do you think like would be that for like the rest of us that you'd want to surprise? And I want to get Caitlin Clark on for you to like.
No, Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford.
No, Harrison Ford would not do this.
No.
I don't know if I
be
want
like,
him on
what the
it.
fuck's a plaid couch?
Matthew, my thing has been since Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, just let that man rest, all right?
Did you see he's going to be playing Thunderbolt Ross in the Thunderbolts?
Yeah, that's been announced like years ago.
I think I heard that and then I forgot about it and I just read it like a week ago. I'm like, Harrison Ford's going to be Thunderbolt Ross?
Let's see. I think I know who mine would be.
Like your real one?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just going to get Caitlin Clark on.
Yeah.
Who would yours be?
I'm trying to think, because yours may just be Katie Delecky.
Recently, I just think she's awesome. That I don't think would be my all-time one. If Katie Delecky was in here when I walked into film, I would probably be speechless, but I'd be like, holy shit, but that wouldn't bring my tears out, I don't think. Who would yours be? Now
I don't think I'd get emotional, but I'd be like, oh shit.
The closest that Tegan can get to emotions.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we got him.
Ben Affleck.
For some reason, my mind went to Mark Hamill, but that's kind of in the same vein as like Harrison Ford. But I feel like he would be down for it.
Oh yeah.
Like if he came across us on YouTube, he'd be like, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, Mark Hamill, you're welcome on the show anytime.
Yeah. Harrison Ford, fuck you.
No. No, just let him rest.
Let him rest. He's done enough.
Okay. Matthews would be. I'm still thinking of yours.
Matthews would be Red Wolf Gamer. Or what was their name?
Yeah, it was. I mean, his real name was Ralph, but
get Ralph on the show,
dude. It'd be awesome to see Red Wolf Gamer.
No, Matthews would be like Jacksepticeye.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I would lose my shit.
Or what's that ghost show you watch? The Live Sci-Fi?
Oh my God, Tim Woods? Mm-hmm. Yeah, from Live Sci-Fi. I'd lose my shit. Especially he was like, yeah, we're gonna go ghost hunting like right after this. I would literally cry.
Yeah.
Jaylene's maybe Dan and Phil.
I do love Dan and Phil. I still watch them, but I'll watch their new stuff. and it's only just to heal like my 15-year-old self. But yeah, if I walked in here and like Dan and Phil were sitting in my spot, I'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah, they're just sitting on each other.
Yeah.
We don't have enough chairs for you guys.
Yeah, you guys have to share a chair. That would be sick. Are we going just YouTubers? I was just thinking celebrities in general. YouTubers.
Well, do we want to pivot? Like, what YouTubers do you see us as?
Let's do that, because we talked at like our favorite YouTubers in the first episode of the podcast.
Like, what? It can be a single person or anything.
Are we answering for each other, or?
We can, but
okay.
I think some of ours are, well, maybe pretty obvious.
Who by the way, would make you cry? Is yours Bernie?
Yeah.
I was thinking Bernie.
Not cry, but
okay.
Be like, oh.
He thinks that.
From
Rooster Teeth.
Rooster Teeth.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And now
that brings us to your second birthday surprise. Bring him in, boys.
Dad?
Motherfucker, we're gonna make you cry.
Now, if you bring Jerry Springer back from the grave and I get to meet him again.
No, meet him for the first time. Meet him for the first time.
I'll save that story for another time.
It's like saying I met Dale Jr. That's the same thing.
I did meet Jerry Springer.
Then I met Dale Jr.
All right. One of us met a celebrity and the other met Dale Jr.
Oh, fuck you. I love Dale Jr. Fuck you.
Huh?
There's like, it doesn't matter like how much I changed since when I grew up. There will be just this little like redneck part of me that will always have an affinity for NASCAR. I don't know what it is. I don't think I'll ever get rid of it. Like, if somebody throws on like an old NASCAR race like with Dale in it, I'm glued to the TV. It's like, oh, fuck.
Get him, Dale.
The Intimidator, man. Like,
Well, I don't know if you.
Dale Jr.'s got a podcast. Let's collab with him.
I don't want to.
Dude, he's so chill. You'd like him.
You think so?
Look at me advocating for Dale Jr. You would. There's actually.
Here's why I don't think that'd be a good idea. How quickly do I make a Dale joke?
You're not here that day. You're on vacation, and we get Dale in here.
Huh?
It's going to be me, Matthew, Burguy, and Dale Jr. doing the podcast.
I'd want to ask Dale what he thought of the first Cars movie. Get his opinion on it. What do you think of Radiator Springs, Dale?
Dude,
How
Dale,
realistic is Radiator Springs?
Dale, if you're watching, please collaborate with us. You're so cool. Like, big fan, really. Sincerely, I'm a big fan.
If you haven't seen the Cars movies, watch them. You might like them.
This is going to be our video that pops off now.
Yeah.
Watch. All these celebrities are going to get weirded out.
Put all these celebrities in the
I'm
tags.
going to tweet at them.
in the tags and then tweet it out.
Yeah. All right, so you are definitely Bernie Burns coded.
Yeah.
Do you try to look like him too?
No.
Because the older you get, the more
No,
you kind of are starting to look
I don't.
like him. Yeah.
I've noticed that too because I'm like, God.
If you didn't get LASIK.
Well, I can put my
he could put his
blue glasses on.
He could put his anime glasses on.
I've been looking at getting a new pair because I found the pair I lost at Burguy's wedding.
You lost a pair at Burguy's wedding? Oh, yeah, okay. I didn't realize you lost those.
Yeah, they were in my jacket, and I thought I lost them, but drunk me put them somewhere else.
Where at?
In that gift bag that we got
gotcha.
from. But it was like shoved somewhere in there. Just
I don't know what happened to my gift bag. I thought I grabbed it, but it was just gone. I think someone stole it.
Uh-oh.
I think someone did.
Uh-oh.
But Burguy I see as Ian Heacock from Smosh.
I don't see that.
But it's just because I've been watching Smosh more recently.
Yeah.
I watched a compilation of like bummer stuff he says or like tangent things he says. I was like, that's shit Burguy would talk about.
I could kind of see that. I saw I don't know if it was one of their shows or if like they went on a podcast, but it was someone asking them like imagine you see a hottie somewhere and it's like, what do you do? And Ian's like, oh, I'm not talking to them. And it's like, well, she comes up and talks to you. He says, that's not happening. Let's be real. Like right away, it's like, let's be serious here. I love Ian. I could kind of see Burguy, but I don't know.
Who do you see?
I think Burguy is Slime from the Yard.
Oh.
Yeah, he's more slime coated, especially like the older and like more chilled out he gets. He definitely. I don't think I'd trust him and Slime in a room together, to be honest. You watch The Yard? I'll have to just show you some clips of Slime.
Yeah,
and
just
you'll
send me some.
So, he's bald. You guys could be friends.
Yeah.
Damn. I need to get a new razor.
Who would Matthew be? Is he just like Jacksepticeye but with PewDiePie views?
No, I'm thinking we got to go a little bit more niche with Matthew.
Yeah.
A little bit more niche.
Yeah. The thing is, Matthew's just so unique. There's no one like him.
No, for real though.
You definitely do have some Jacksepticeye vibes.
He was a big part of my childhood.
Yeah.
I remember the first video I saw of his, I think it was a Skate 3 video. That's how I bought Skate 3, was watching him. And I remember, I'm like, man, who was that I was watching? He had like that weird hat and he had like an Irish accent. And I was typing all that stuff
Weird
in.
hat, Irish accent.
Yeah. And nothing was popping up. And then I finally see the same Skate 3 video. I forgot about watch history for whatever reason. But I clicked on it, and he was like, top of them. I'm like, that's the guy.
You!
Did you watch Smosh Games back in the day?
Every now and again.
Were you familiar with, like, the cast of it? Matt Sohinki.
Yes.
Who?
He streams now. He's, like, super chill. And he's got the beard now.
Yeah.
The only thing is the glasses. But, like, when Smosh Games first came out, I remember, like, they showed off the new crew. I'm like, Sohinki? Yeah, that's Matthew Boff. And his full name is Matt Sohinki.
Yeah.
So,
You saying that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to see a clip of this guy.
Yeah. And then, who am I?
Eesh.
Oh, my gosh. Game Grumps, the girl.
I did not watch Game
No.
Grumps.
You don't watch Game Grumps?
No.
You don't think so?
I don't see it.
Just because I'm a woman.
I mean, she was pretty cool, so whatever.
I don't know. You guys probably don't know who she is, but Ro Ramden, she's a YouTuber. I feel weird saying that because I'm pretty sure I know that she's a person of color, and I think she's also trans. So I feel weird saying that, but like she's awesome and she's cool and she's a loudmouth like me, but in the best way. And I want to do a video with Ro Ramden. I really do.
James Charles.
Ew. Do you really see me?
Hey,
No.
sisters.
Yeah.
No.
I can't do my makeup that good.
Did you see those leaks though?
Leaks of what?
Are there new leaks? Oh no.
Well.
How new?
Probably a week or so.
Oh, I don't know about those.
Let's just say he was FaceTiming with someone and
God.
some images were, well, something was happening.
I don't know. I could see Tegan as Nikado Avocado.
No, I have to show you guys the Nikado Avocado video
Is
after
it the one
this.
where he spreads his cheeks?
No, it's not his OnlyFans. It's someone putting him in Minecraft.
Oh my god.
I'll show you guys after we're done recording.
He is not welcome on the show.
I've heard he's been getting better.
He should.
He has.
Well, his thing was like, because he was vegan for so long, and then he was gonna do mukbangs to make much money, and then stop doing it. And he ended up doing mukbangs for longer than what he did. I got a real problem with like, I'm gonna go on like get on my fucking soapbox here and go on a bit of a tangent. Oh, there's a bug on my sody. Not sody, but whatever. Cause like food, especially like fast food and like sugary food, is really addictive.
Yeah.
Like people can get hooked on that. Like that's how people get like morbidly obese. I'm really down in this podcast, but I mean it's. We make fun of Nico Avocado because his videos are insane. It's not just because he's addicted to fast food. But, like, oh, my God, like, that stuff is so scary. And for him, it's like that guy who went on Joe Rogan and said he's going to do methamphetamines to prove that you can quit them. Like, I see that as almost the same thing. He's like, I'm going to just do mukbangs to make money and then just stop doing them. It's like, well, if you're eating fast food 3 times a day forever, you're going to get addicted to it. So.
I think the methamphetamine one was a parody.
Was it?
Yeah. I think I know that video you're talking about, and I'm pretty sure that's a parody account.
I hope so.
Because it's that guy and another guy who will do like inspirational presentations in front of people.
I just saw it on TikTok. I'm like, no shot somebody did this. But like, it's like the same concept though. Like it sounds so ridiculous when you compare it to meth, but like really, like, I mean, just about anything can be addictive though.
Yeah.
If you take it to that extreme, like he was doing it. Because like, there's a lot of controversy about this other girl who I'm not going to name drop on here because I don't want to add to that community. But like, she's doing a bunch of mukbangs on TikTok, and like, my whole TikTok feed anymore is like people defending her or like absolutely dragging her for what she's doing because it's unhealthy or whatever. And it's like, just, I don't know, leave her alone. Like, if she wants to do that to herself, let her, but maybe not encourage her, but also maybe not bully her if she decides she wants to just sit and eat Taco Bell 50 times a day.
Damn, I could not do that.
Dude, it's insane. I don't know, as a fat person, I don't know how people eat that much Taco Bell. I would be miserable, and I love Taco Bell. Like, I had a 5-layer burrito last night, and afterwards I felt like shit. Like,
seriously?
Oh my God. And I just had one. I'm like, how do you eat this all the time?
People... I'm not saying everyone in the like mukbang community, they see those views and it's like, what? I just need to go more and more and more and more.
I also hate how fat phobic that community is because it's so different when it's a skinny person doing it and when it's a fat person. And it's like they could consume the same amount and like, it's like the fat people get like twice as much hate. And it's like, I get why, but it's like at the end of the day, they're both doing something like unhealthy.
Well, because I think mukbangs just kind of start as almost a podcast style thing where they had a meal.
They had their little serving of food.
And then they'd eat and talk to the camera.
Yeah, that's...
And then it just kept going.
It evolved into whatever it is today.
I couldn't imagine doing anything
I
like
hate
that.
mukbangs.
Just, you got like 20 McNuggets in front of it and like, 30 fries. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So... But I feel real weird about it. But Nico Avocado is at a different level because like he'll be like fucking wailing like while downing a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Shit in his pants.
He
knows what he's doing.
He knows what he's doing.
Because he got fucking like rich off that.
He's entertaining.
And then he started his OnlyFans because he knew that would bump it up even more.
So, like,
I mean, some people just know how to play the game of YouTube.
Yeah.
I mean, the point on YouTube is to make views and get as much ad revenue as possible. All of us here are aware of that, but I would hope we would never stoop to those levels.
That's up to you, boss. You want us to? I'll do it.
I think we have too much self-respect.
Yeah,
that's saying something.
Yeah, it's that
that we have self-respect.
Like I think when we were starting Plaid Couch, we were kind of even having those discussions on what are kind of things we wouldn't be okay filming, and one I said was I don't want any like hidden camera stuff or prank videos on the general public. I hate those videos so much. One, because they're either fake or scripted, or two, you're
exploiting strangers.
Yes,
and they didn't
real
get their
trouble
consent.
for doing that stuff too.
Yeah,
and some of those people are just the dumbest fucks ever.
It's just a prank, bud.
It was just a fake heist.
Like you've got somebody in fucking tears. It's like, well, we've talked about that too, and I think we talked about it in the podcast. But like, eventually, we do want to like for fun do like a drunk gameplay. Yeah. I feel weird doing it now since we're so new.
Yeah.
I think once we've been doing this a while, and I want people to understand that like we have more to bring to Plaid Couch than just making fools of ourselves.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe because I spit on the microphone last podcast, so it's really hard.
Gleeked all over
that
it.
I'm making this point right now. But I don't want like somebody's first impression of our channel. It's like, oh, these guys are just like getting drunk.
Yeah.
And it's like eventually I think that would be fun. We would definitely do it in a responsible way. I don't want to like promote drinking. But I really want us to get a solid foundation where people know this is where they stand and they're not gonna like I don't want it to seem like we're doing crazy shit for views.
Yeah.
I want us to have a steady foundation, be proud of like the good work we're putting out there.
Yeah. And I'm already we're like 60 videos in roughly. The evolution we've already had. I mean, the Reddit videos have evolved so much.
I'm having a hard time watching old Reddit videos now. I find myself getting like videos that I was like, I'm still proud of those videos, but like our first video especially, it's like, oh my god, I'm starting to feel cringe watching that.
Like, I don't know if you guys have received like any texts or stuff, but one of the more recent Reddit videos that came out, my brother texted me. He's like, I'm loving this new format. You know,
I love the new Reddit videos.
The banter here was really good and all this stuff. And I love getting constructive criticism as well, because he's the one who told me, hey, you should add some music while you guys are talking, just so if there is any dead silence, there's still that going on. I went, that's genius. So I'm always down for constructive criticism.
I have a friend who, she doesn't watch our videos because she said that she feels awkward watching us, but she has no problem listening to us. I said, valid, like, any way you can support us, we appreciate it. But she texted me, I think, and we were maybe 5 podcast episodes in. She goes, I've listened all up to your newest. She goes, you were definitely awkward in the first one. Like, you can tell that you're improving and getting more comfortable. And she goes, I don't want to, like, you know, think I'm attacking you. It's like, no, like, I appreciate any constructive criticism. You know, it definitely helps. I was actually out somewhere today, and I had 2 people ask me for Plaid couch bracelets. As I've been keeping them with me, I'm like, I don't know, maybe someone will ask. I'm out of my supply that I keep on hand. I had somebody come up to me and ask for one, and I was out. I was fresh out of bracelets. It's like, I got to go get some. So, yeah, actually, I didn't wear mine today because I was wearing it. And then my mom forgot to wear hers, and then, like, everybody was asking for bracelets. And she's like, oh, I forgot mine. And I just gave her mine to wear. I was like, I'll get it back. So it's cool. I like seeing people rep the brand.
Yeah.
I had a few other family members who were like, yeah, I started watching Plaid Couch. I was like,
and you're not subscribed?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, please subscribe. Yeah. So hopefully we get some more. But we do appreciate it when people watch. And we appreciate constructive criticism. Don't be a jerk, please. Our little egos can't handle it.
I'll fight you.
Yeah, Tegan will fight you.
I'll duel you. In Yu-Gi-Oh.
Put the picture up. Maddie Mudo.
You've got nothing to fight for, but I'm fighting for Plaid Couch.
Oh, shit.
My friends built this deck. There's not a bad card in it. Karibo. Oh, shit.
Karibo's fucking great.
Second Karibo.
There are no drunk cards.
I just put the head of Exodia in there, no other pieces.
Hey, I could do a lot with that, so put it in. Put it in.
Put just the head in, the head of Exodia. I'm sorry.
Just the tip of Exodia.
I think I could only handle
just
Exodia's
put in the right arm of Exodia, and every time I draw it, he's just dabbing me up.
Putting it in the deck, yeah. Nice. That's the only place we're putting any pieces of Exodia, in our Yu-Gi-Oh decks. Yep.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Poor Matthew.
I'm done. Shit. But yeah, we appreciate the support, guys. We just lost 3 subscribers from me talking about hooking.
Yeah, but we gained 10.
Got that right.
I don't know if we gained the right 10.
Hey, whoever you are, we appreciate you.
Mm-hmm. We love you.
I don't.
And I have the counter going at all times, waiting to see that go up.
We need to even it out.
We just need one more. We need one more.
One more, and we don't need any more ever.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
we've been stuck at 19 for a minute. I'd like to see us get to 20.
Well, who knows? Maybe by the time this releases.
Yeah, we'll be at 22.
No, I'd be sick.
You could be our 23rd.
I remember it may have been a podcast where you're like, we've been at 11, and then, I mean, we're 11 podcasts in now at 19. I know it's not the greatest leap ever, but we've had a consistent.
They definitely come in groups.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like we get one and then it's like 2 days later we get another. It'll be like one day we'll gain 3 subscribers. Yeah. It's like, oh, somebody must have saw an Instagram post.
And I know we've talked behind the scenes about shorts and all that, taking a lot of the old content, which I'm working on doing. Who knows? Maybe by the time this releases, we have some shorts out there.
Actually, this is kind of related, but I watched one of our old videos the other day. It was the Bring Vine Back one. It's probably my favorite of our early videos.
Yeah.
It's so good. And it was the cutaway gag where I said something about maybe I'll edit that, and then you slowed it down, and it's like Jaylene has yet to edit a video for Plaid Couch. I'm like, hey, that's not true anymore. We've evolved. it made me feel good. It's like we're making progress.
Yep.
Someday we'll watch this and be like, Jaylene knows how to use Photoshop now.
And really, that's all this first year really is. I want to see us continue to make progress.
I'm amazed at how much progress we've made just in 8 months. Like, because I know we're not like anywhere near like great yet, but it's definitely a big change from when we started.
Especially because we started with one video a week, which, you know, makes sense. I was learning the stuff.
That was already like pretty sick to have one a week.
But I can't even imagine if we just stuck at the one video a week.
I'd have nothing to do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have my weekly upload.
We would film all the videos for that month in a day, and then twiddle our thumbs.
Enjoy the spoils of the hard work.
Yeah, now we're up to 3 videos a week. You know, podcast is doing really good.
I'm loving the podcast. I'm a little biased.
Well,
I
messaged
like
you when our 8th episode came out because you put the Warriors of Virtue stuff in there. And you know, I'm all about complimenting you guys when you do awesome stuff. I know we joke on and off that I'm the CEO of Plaid Couch, but I know we'll all take leadership roles if this does grow. I never want to be the leader that yells and just pushes you guys down. I want to make sure you are appreciated for the work you're doing, because I know it's not always the most fun.
I don't know. I had a lot of fun editing that podcast.
But I want you guys to know that your hard work is greatly appreciated, and it's a learning process, you know. No one will be perfect right away, especially if we bring more people in, like actual people to edit and all that. It'll take a while for them to mold with our sense of humor. And
we'll just have to like beat them and yell at them. And no, I'm kidding.
Because I know it got cut from our first episode of Palling Around, where I talked about a boss I used to have when I worked at a TV station, and their first instinct was to yell and berate people. And I was like, this guy's working at a TV station, and he's treating college students like this. And that was one of the reasons I stepped away from film pretty much entirely until Plaid Couch, because I was just, I don't want to be in that industry where the first instinct is to tell someone they suck and should kill themselves, basically. He never said that, but it was just like, why am I even doing this if I'm just going to be berated the second I walk through the door? I never want us or any of our potential future employees to be scared to walk through those doors. And that may also be the HR side of me, because I take that shit very seriously. I want us to enjoy ourselves, still have that friend dynamic, but also understand that Plaid Couch is a business. You know, we want to make money from this.
If anybody is ever yelling in the Plaid Couch office, it's because Jaylene's trying to make a thumbnail and she can't figure it out.
Jaylene doing all right? What the fuck?
Yeah. Tegan's going to come in and it's like, Jaylene better not be yelling at the interns, and I'm just yelling at my computer. It's like, you motherfucker, just fucking work.
Oh, no, the poor intern. I just see them with trash cans, just like hiding. She's trying to edit.
Yeah, oh my God.
Gizmo's the emotional support animal.
We're going to need one if I'm going to still be making thumbnails. No, it's been, I was working on some stuff this morning, and luckily, like, it's nothing that comes out anytime too soon, so I've got time to work on it. And I was mostly doing it kind of just for practice, and, like, there was one this morning I was getting pissed off, like... And I kept, like, telling myself, like, it's okay. It's just a stupid picture for a stupid YouTube video. So I've been getting better at, like, telling myself, like, it's fine. We just have to learn it. But then I'll click something and it doesn't do what I told it to do. And I get fucking irritated. This whole podcast is going to turn into me complaining about having to make thumbnails. I am getting better.
Yeah.
I am learning.
You are.
I like that I'm able to do it in a pinch.
Yep. And then once Matthew starts taking stuff over, I'm sure we'll go through the same loop, and Jaylene will just be like, "Oh, don't worry, Matthew, I got this. I'll show you. I'll show you."
But yeah, actually, the last the last podcast episode I edited was episode 9, which will be out obviously by the time this comes out. It's how sequences work.
Yeah.
I didn't have to explain that. Dumb. Sorry, cut that. But I was editing that, and in one point you asked me, it's like, have you learned how to flip and rotate stuff in our Photoshop software yet? And as I was watching that, editing it, I paused it. I'm like, I know how to do that now. I learned.
Yeah. You just click on layers.
Yeah.
Transform.
Yeah. So even just in that little portion of time, I was like, I'm already improving.
Yep.
So that's just what we have to remind ourselves.
Yeah. A lot of the software, you just have to figure it out. And I hate saying that because I wish there were guides, which there are YouTube videos and all that. But those people don't go through all the steps you need. Maybe they're using an older version of it, or even our Photoshop setups look different at times, and it's just
yeah, Tegan will be like, do this, and it's like, I don't have that option.
And it's like, all right.
And there's different way to do things too, because when we scale images, you and I do it a complete separate way, and you try and explain your way to me, and I'm like, nope, I'm just gonna keep doing it my way, and then my way doesn't work, and then I start yelling again. So see what you have to look forward to. It's a lot of fun. You're a little bit you don't get as heated as I do as easily though. So.
He may when he first starts.
Probably.
It is frustrating at first.
It probably will be.
Just think about how bad I am at technology, and I've managed to do it.
Yeah.
So you'll get it no problem. I'm fully confident. Like I said, I figured it out.
Yep.
So.
I still have a fully edited video.
Well, that one was intended to be practice for you guys.
I never finished editing that one because I was getting too pissed off.
Yeah. Matthew, what I would say is watch that video back and the clips I sent you and edit it a different way.
Okay.
Just as practice. And who knows, maybe we'll do more mock ones to send you, just so you get more comfortable once you get a good enough setup.
I was curious, how did you add the trailer? How do you add
you?
I can tell you after this because it's a lot. It's really not too bad.
I can tell you how I do it too.
Yeah, I have a separate software that I use
you probably have to download the video, don't you?
I have a software on my PC to do that.
Gotcha.
You
You gotta pay
and then
for it?
the one I use, I don't.
Gotcha.
And then
Okay.
you can just drag them over to Power Director.
But we're about at that time now.
Yeah, and this is stuff that people don't care about. So if you made it this long, thank you for watching.
Yeah. We appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for the birthday gift.
I forgot about that already.
29 years old.
Jeez.
Jeez. Imagine when we were 25.
Past that.
Thank you all for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify, rate this podcast.
Please do.
I see we have a few 5-star ratings, which I greatly appreciate.
At the time of recording, I think we have 6 5-star reviews, so thank you so much.
Yeah, we appreciate any and all reviews. Again, thank you all. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Bye-bye. Cut that. Cut that.